Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to Wit and Wisdom. Today we're Friday, October 23rd, 2020. I'm so excited for today because today we will be doing the first part of Lesson 20. How exciting is that? So let's get started. So our objective for Lesson 20 is that the student will be able to record observations and generate questions about the book, Why Do Leaves Change Color? Yes, boys and girls, we are reading a new book today. How exciting is that? This will be our fourth book in this module. So what do we need to know? We need to know what a notice is. A notice is an observation, and if you look closely in our objective, it says record observation. An observation is something that you see. What do you see in the book? We are also going to do our wonders. So a wonder is when you're curious about something. And if you look at our objective, it says generate questions. So when you're curious about something, you wonder about a certain thing in the book. And we are going to discuss the purpose of the text, the reason why the author wrote the story. How are we going to be successful in Lesson 20? Well, first, we're going to read the text. Why do leaves change color? Then, we're going to identify notices, some observations. Then, we're going to generate some questions. And that is what we're going to be doing today. On Monday, we will be completing our new read assessment. So, let's hope that we can do everything that we need to be doing today. So, boys and girls, why is it important? Why is this objective important for my learning? It's important because when you do observations, you are noticing every detail in the book. You're looking at the illustrations, you're looking at the text, you're looking at what is going on in the book, and then when you wonder, you're also looking closely to see or to seek more information, right? So let's continue with our lesson. So first, we're going to start our lesson by looking and exploring the text that we have of this module. So far, we already read How Do You Know It's Fall? We read The Little Yellow Leaf and A Color of His Own. Today, we're starting with the next book, and that will be Why Do Leaves Change Color? So, boys and girls, if you look closely in this, we are missing only one book. Isn't that crazy? Yes, we are only missing one book to finish our module. So it's super, super exciting to get close to that. So let's continue. Our essential question. Remember, this is our big question, and we cannot forget about this question even though we're already answering some focusing questions. Our essential question is, how does change in fall weather impact people and nature? Think about this question. How does change in fall weather impact people and nature? Remember, impact is when you change. So how does it impact this weather on people and nature? So we so far have discussed about the little leaf hanging on the tree. We have talked about the chameleon changing color. How are they impacted when the weather changed? Think about it. Don't forget about those details because you're going to need it for your NM module test. Our focusing question, yes, we have a new focusing question for this new book. And this new focusing question is, how does the weather impact leaves in fall? So yes, boys and girls, this focusing question will help you for your essential question. And now, because we will be looking closely into the weather and how the weather affects the leaves. Our content framing question, that's the question that we will be answering today, is, what do I notice and wonder about why do leaves change color? So we're looking at the book, we're going to read it, we're going to have a read aloud, and then we're going to be doing our notices that are observations and our wonders. So as soon as we're done with that, we have answered these questions, right? So let's let's make sure that we do take note of all those notices and all those wonders that you have in mind so that you can complete this content framing question. So, like I said, our objective says that we're going to generate questions and record observations. So we will be noticing and wondering. So at this time, it's very important that you get your response journal out and write notice and wonder. And don't forget about idea 56 and 57, name, date, and goal. Do not forget about that. So prepare your notebook so that you can be ready for whenever we start our read aloud. Remember, we are doing notice and wonder, so you do your T-chart. And it's on the response journal. The response journal, that is your 3-subject notebook. I'm going to give you 1 minute, boys and girls, so you can get that journal out, open it to the response journal, and get your notice and wonder ready. And do not forget to write your name, date, and goal. 1 minute. Go. Okay, so let's get started. We will start with our read aloud. So make sure that you have your pencil available so that you can record all your notices and so that you can record your wonders. Remember, when you do a wonder, you use the question words. That is who, what, when, where, and why. So boys and girls, let's start with our read aloud. Why do leaves change color? By Betsy Maestro, illustrated by Loretta. Why do leaves change color? Look at the leaves. It's autumn, and leaves are turning red and yellow, gold, and brown. Each type of tree has its own kind of leaves. The colors of autumn leaves differ from tree to tree. Some oak leaves may be brown or yellow, while maple leaves may turn bright red. Leaves come in different sizes and shapes as well as colors. Some leaves are wide and others narrowed. Some have points, while others may be rounded. How many different kinds can you find? Look at them. Don't forget that you're doing your notices and wonders. While I read. Beautiful illustrations. Just a few weeks ago, all the leaves were green. Back in the spring, the tiny leaves uncurled from their buds. The green color in the leaves helps them to absorb and hold sunlight. Chlorophyll gives the leaves their green coloring. Chlorophyll is a natural coloring called a pigment. This is where chlorophyll is stored. Leaves are very important to the tree. Let me read that again. Leaves are very important to the tree. They make a kind of sugar that is a tree's food. Leaves need sunlight, water, and air to make this food. The leaves work to feed the tree all summer long. The sugar is used by all parts of the tree: the leaves, branches, trunk, and roots. The food or sugar helps the tree to grow. Extra sugar is stored in the leaves. In the fall, many things are changing. In many places, there is a change in weather. There are changes in light and temperature. Inside the leaves, there will be many changes too. All of these changes bring about the beautiful colors of fall. In the fall, there are fewer hours of sunlight each day. The change in light tells the tree to get ready for winter. Winter is a time of rest for the tree. When winter comes, the tree will have to survive with less water and sunlight. That's interesting, and you can write a wonder about why they have to survive. The tree begins to get ready for winter's rest. It needs very little food now, and the leaves stop their work. The life of the leaves is almost at an end. The tree no longer needs them. When the leaves die, they will fall from the tree. This will happen slowly over a number of weeks. As the leaves begin to separate from the tree, they get less water. Without water, the trees cannot make new chlorophyll. The old chlorophyll begins to fade. The green color starts to disappear. And that's why they change color. Now, other colors can be seen in the leaves. Other pigments have been in the leaves all along, but they were hidden by the dark green of the chlorophyll. Once the green color fades, the yellow and orange pigments can be seen. These pigments give color to the leaves of birches, poplars, and elms. Some food, like banana and carrots, get their natural yellow and orange coloring from these same pigments. They also give color to some flowers. Maybe you can think of some. Look at those leaves changing color. Autumn leaves have other colors as well. The yellows and orange have been in the leaves all along. Other pigments are made as the leaves begin to die. These new pigments are made from the extra sugar stored in the leaves. Sunlight causes the stored sugar to change to pigment. The new pigments make some leaves turn red, rust, or purple. The more sugar there is, the brighter the colors will be. Bright days and cool nights seem to bring out the best of fall colors. Maple leaves get their red color from their pigments. Many flowers and some foods, such as beets and radishes, get their color from these red pigments. The brilliant red of sumac leaves shows up only in the fall when these pigments form. Some trees, like oaks, make tannin in the fall. Tannin is not a pigment, but it does color the leaves. Some oak leaves turned a rich brown color in the autumn. See if you can find some. you may still be able to see some green coloring too. So look at this. Wow. These are all important facts that we weren't aware of. The changing color of autumn leaves is caused by changes in weather and light. This is why the colors are not the same every year. The best leaf colors usually come when lots of bright sunshine and crisp, clear nights. Too much rain may make the colors dull, and early frost may kill the leaves too soon. Evergreen leaves like pines and spruces keep their leaves all year, but in cool climates, other trees may lose their leaves to survive in winter. After the leaves have changed color, they are ready to separate from the tree. When they are just barely hanging on, a little bit of wind or rain will make them fall to the ground. In just a short time, the tree will begin to look bare. Piles of dead leaves collect under the tree. Some will be blown away. Others will be raked up. The leaves that are left will begin to rot. Over time, they will become part of the soil. Rotting leaves enrich the soil with minerals the tree needs to stay healthy. When the last of the leaves have fallen, the tree is ready for winter. During the cold weather, the tree will be dormant and resting. New leaf buds have already formed. Next spring, they will open and begin to make food for the tree. But now, in fall, it's time to enjoy the colors of the leaves. Beautiful. And look at this illustration. You can see all those different colors of the leaves. Beautiful autumn flowers cannot be seen everywhere. Only some places such as New England have displays of many colors. This is because the weather conditions there are usually just right, and there are so many different kinds of trees. So I challenge you, boys and girls, to look for different types of trees during this fall. Fall is a time to have fun with leaves. It's a time to take in the sights and sounds of the leaves. It's a time for jumping into great piles of leaves, and then sometimes a time for raking them up. Fall is a time to get ready for winter. The trees are ready. Are you? And here are some things you can do with the leaves. So the book has some things you can do. So if you go outside this weekend, and you grab a leaf that is already ready, that it's already changing color, you can collect different kinds. You grab it, you put it on a paper, and you use like a color over it. Like you go like this. Oh, let me show myself. You go like this, and you will be able to see something like this. Super awesome. So boys and girls, remember, in our life lesson, we have to have our journal ready, our response journal. You should have written 2 notices and 2 wonders. Have them ready to be able to discuss during our life lesson, because that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to discuss the different notices and the different wonders that you guys created while the read aloud. I bet you guys wrote a lot of notices and a lot of wonders. I'm so excited to see them in our live class and discuss them together. So at this time, make sure that you have your notebook all prepared. You have your name, date, and goal. Don't forget idea 56 and 57. And you need to have 2 notices and 2 wonders so that you will be able to discuss with Ms. Rodriguez and myself. Have a wonderful live class, boys and girls. Bye.